Jackie, hi, it's Ken. I'm a web designer for coaches. And in this video, we will take a look at your website and find ways to improve it. Okay, oh, by the way, I'm over at coachingsitesthatwork.com with lots of articles, tips, blogs, and more there. And if you can hit, whoever's looking at this video, Jackie, you, and everyone else, if you can hit like on this or subscribe, you'll get tips and other videos. I do a variety of different things, and you can get alerted to those so that you can make a better coaching website. Okay, when I do look at coaches' websites, in the back of my mind, what really guides me is, will this website be something that engages people, gets them engaged, gets them excited about you as a coach, and does your website get them to contact you for coaching? And so there's a lot of things that go into a website, like how easy is it to use? Is the content engaging and exciting? Um, are there technical hiccups? Is it running fast? There's a lot of things. So what I'm going to do now is spend probably another 8 minutes looking it over and just telling you what comes to mind. I've been creating websites maybe 20 years now, and with coaches for easily over 10. And that's who I work with exclusively, just coaches. Okay, so let me dive in. Let me close this video. Let me close my face, and here we are, your website. Okay, so a couple of things I like right off the bat is your domain name is Jackie Talks. That's simple, so that's good. And when I get here, there's a logo that says Jackie Talks, and hi, I'm Jackie, and there's your face. So that's really good because it's easy for me to know that you are the person behind the site, and that's what it is here. You're talking about something. I'd like it more if it says Jackie Coaches, or Jackie Teaches, or Jackie on Marriages, or Jackie Teaches Marriages, or something like that, because then it'd be more specific. But at least your domain name and your logo is in the right corner, and I know I'm at the right place. So that's a good thing. I do like the red on the white. It stands out. It's got some energy in it. And you are in the love and marriage space. So that's good. And it matches the piece of red in your picture here. So that's a nice visual. So those are good things. I like your menu at the top. It's simple and it's at the top. It's obvious. Home, about, course, my TV. I can start guessing what that might mean, but maybe you have a TV or YouTube channel. If it's a YouTube channel, I just do YouTube, something simple. At first, I didn't know that this said my TV. I thought it was something spelled weird. In the menu items, you don't want things to be confusing. You want them to be simple and obvious. Okay. I also like that you have create and enjoy a purposeful, fulfilling, lifelong love and marriage. You used the and symbol here, love and marriage, and you also use the word and over here. That's inconsistent. I would just you consistently use and I wouldn't use an and. It's not necessary. Just use the word and. Make it read easy. And yeah, this also felt a bit wordy to me. When I read it and I stumble through it because there's a lot of words, a lot of heavy words, then it makes me think and stop and have to overthink and get confused. And on websites, when things get confusing, when things get hard to read, or they get and people have to work to use them, then people don't stick around long. Okay, so websites should really just be very easy to get around and easy to read. So I would actually tighten this up and just say create a fulfilling lifelong marriage, or create a long loving marriage, something simple. Then yeah, with all the words in here, it makes me stop and think which words pertain to what. So to me feels a little clumsy. And that's just my perspective, and all of this is all my perspective. And ideally, you share your website with multiple people, share it with clients, so you can get feedback from a bunch of people and see how well and see what a bunch of people say. But I will say that it is my own perspective, and I have been building websites for a long time, selling stuff online, etc. And so for me, from my perspective, I've found that simpler is always better. Okay, so anyway, here we are, your homepage, And so I do like this content. I'd probably make this big and get rid of this "Hello, I'm Jackie." Maybe make that smaller, but definitely make this big. This is what your site is all about, and that's what clients want. That's what your clients are after. So I would, lead your website with the things that clients are most interested in. Okay, so this I think needs to be the biggest thing on this homepage. Make this smaller. That's fine, or maybe put that under your face over here. Good picture, by the way. Nice, clean, professional shot. Very good. Okay, so one thing I would suggest doing is also make it clear what you want people to do from the homepage. Right here, I land here. I don't know where to go next. I would scroll down, and that's natural. And on phones, people will do that, and that's cool. But if you want people to scroll down, I would make it more obvious. In fact, bring some of this content up. So maybe the homepage looks like this on a laptop. So there's something peeking up down here that you can start to engage with or start reading or start learning from. Okay, so make it clear what you want people to start doing from the homepage. If I have to start guessing course, resources, whatever, I don't really know enough. I don't know why I would want to be here. And, I'm just, for as a first time person coming here, I need to get a good story about what you're about and why I should be here and what I can gain from it. So have some way to begin, and this is a good place. Just the content here. You do have some content about client focused content, which is good. Fulfilling a purposeful relationship, so those are cool things. Um, I would try to build a stronger story about. I say story, but really just what are your clients after? What are they struggling with? What do they need to do to get around to start solving problems? Just give them something they can chew onto that they can understand what you're about. And so I'm suggesting having more content in here to build the story, build a case for your coaching services. Show people that you know a bit more and that you understand them. So so I would have more in here if this is where you want people to learn about what you do. Okay, great content that's really focused on the client stuff. Lifelong joyful marriage. So that's what you're all about. Okay, consistent use of the red over the white, pretty cool. That's good visuals. I like the way that feels. It's got some energy there. And I know you're struggling to get your website done. You have been at it for 5 months, and there's a lot of hiccups on here. So, like, I click on the Twitter or the Instagram link, and it doesn't go anywhere. It just goes to the homepage. In fact, all the other links just go right back to the homepage. And these other things here, these aren't even clickable, which I would assume they are, like blog posts or something, because that's what people do these days. They have a picture and some words, and you click it, and you get a blog post or some article. So your site needs to be finished, fixed. It's not done. You have a problem getting it done. Some suggestions for that is to set a deadline and get it done. I'm not sure exactly why it's not getting done. If you're a web designer, if you're going back and forth with your web designer for a long time, there's a good chance that that the web designer is expecting you to tell them what to do, and then you're kind of asking them what to do, and then neither of you is taking lead and ownership of the structure and the layout and the content, and it's going back and forth. And maybe you just know what you like, and if the designer does something that they think they like and you don't like it, then it's just a back and forth of who likes what, and that's a recipe for failure to launch. So I suggest getting a deadline, and I suggest getting clear on the pages and the content for those pages, so that you can have something you can say is done. Now, if your designer is just disappearing, there's a good chance they agreed to work with you and you paid them something, or maybe just a very little bit. And it's hard for them to give attention to your website project when new projects come and they pay they pay money to them. People have to have food on the table. So if you have a barter, or if you paid very little for your website, or you've gone back and forth for a long time, the website project becomes very unprofitable to the designer, and they have to work on other new projects to bring money into the table. So you might need to speak to your designer, or be willing to invest a bit more, or get firm on your launch date and the content, so that it's not an endless project. And with websites, you can keep adding new things and doing more stuff, et cetera, and it's just go on forever. So you really need to come to a stop point and call it done, and then grow it later on. Anyways, I'm not sure what's the struggles on your end. Those are just some things that come to mind. But again, overall, good color, good use of the red, and I like that a lot of the copy here is focused on the client. I try to build more of the client material into this, and obviously get it done so you can put it to use. That's very important. Okay. Okay, Jackie, I hope that's been helpful. I know you emailed me because you wanted some feedback on it. Anyone else watching is welcome to post comments, to help Jackie out. And again, I'm Ken Schroeder, web designer for coaches over at coachingsitesthatwork.com. If you're at YouTube watching this video, hit subscribe so you can get other tips, and hit like so you can make me look cool, and I'd appreciate it. Okay, Jackie, catch you later.